What is going on, Chief High Smoke? Back to you with another one. Welcome to the greatest show on grass. The Denver Broncos allowed one 100-yard rusher in 2025, Jonathan Taylor, in week 2. Then they didn't allow another 100-yard rusher for a 15-game streak. They allowed 4 yards per carry in 2025. The Chargers in week 3, in another loss, had over 100 yards rushing. In the Jaguars' loss, they had penalties, they had 2 turnovers. The formula to beat the Denver Broncos is to run at their pass rushers. Exactly what the Kansas City Chiefs game plan is going to be week 1 versus the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football. The league really knew what to do. They put their best game on. It once was a David versus Goliath type of a matchup. Now you're looking at Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. The AFC West is a family. Unless you're the Las Vegas Raiders, they kind of keep to themselves, really don't come out of the closet very much to talk to other fan bases because they are so embarrassed about this franchise. But the Denver Broncos have rebounded from the Russell Wilson trade. Let's get into the matchups. We're talking about quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is better at this point in his career because Bo Nix is a younger quarterback. He's 24-10 in his regular season. But Mahomes has proven he's better at this point in time with the Super Bowl wins, with the experience. I'm giving the quarterbacks to the Kansas City Chiefs. Running back, I'm giving it to the Denver Broncos. They just got too much depth at that position. R.J. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins. They drafted Jonah Coleman. It is better than what the Chiefs are throwing out there in Kenneth Walker, Brashard Smith, DeMarcado, and Emmett Johnson. It's not by much. The Chiefs are still figuring out who their number 2 running back is going to be. At wide receiver, I give it to the Broncos. They got 6 reliable guys. Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, Franklin, Bryant, Mims, Lil Jordan Humphrey, and the Chiefs are still figuring out who their 5 guys are. Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy didn't even play in the preseason. Tyquan Thornton is a guy the Patriots gave up on. The Chiefs signed him to a 2-year, $10 million deal. It's basically pennies when you're talking about playmakers in the NFL. He continues to drop the football when he goes deep. I don't think Patrick Mahomes trusts the guy, to be honest with you, but he's going to be the Chiefs' 3rd wide receiver this year. Their number 4 wide receiver, Jalen Royals, didn't even play last year, but had a really good preseason game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cyrus Allen is their best wide receiver in camp, and he is a rookie out of Cincinnati. He possibly could be their number 2 or number 3 wide receiver. I think the Chiefs have to move Rashee Rice around. He can't be on the outside, and Surtain is going to follow him. Rice will be shut down. Surtain is the best cornerback in the NFL. Broncos also have another really good one, Riley Moss, and teams love to throw deep on him, but he continues to make them pay. You know, he's a white cornerback, and teams just don't believe in that. I think the last one that I really saw that was good was Jason Sehorn. You had Adam Archuleta, Eric Weddle. Some of those guys were safeties as well, but Sehorn was a true cornerback. I think the Chiefs have to exploit the seam routes and the slant routes to the middle of the field, try to take advantage of their safeties. They're not going to blitz Patrick Mahomes, but on the other side, I see Steve Spagnuolo dialing up some blitzes on Bo Nix and testing out that ankle and his mobility. Now, ever since the Broncos beat the Chiefs 38-0, I've been a big believer in Bo Nix. I do think that this is the Broncos' year to win Super Bowl 61. And I thought they had a great chance last year. They were obviously the best team in the NFL. A horrific injury to Bo Nix in that playoff game versus the Buffalo Bills, but they knocked off some giants. I'm expecting this game to be close. You'll see all the predictions before week 1. They're all going to be one-score games. The Broncos should win this game on the road. They are the better team. They have the better positional groups, running back, wide receiver, O-line, linebacker, defensive backs. They had the better special teams players. The Chiefs have not had a return since 2021. I talked about really the formula to beat the Denver Broncos. Over 6 penalties. They need to have a turnover, and the Chiefs have to have a 100-yard rusher with Kenneth Walker. Now, the Chiefs' game plan in this game is going to be conservative. I talked about it all offseason. When Patrick Mahomes gets injured, the Chiefs' game plan gets conservative, and that's exactly why they brought in Kenneth Walker. On first and second down, I expect the Chiefs to run the football. On third down, I expect Patrick Mahomes to get rid of the ball quick. If he doesn't, he takes a sack or he throws the football away, gets out of the pocket and throws it away. That Showtime Mahomes where he makes something happen out of nothing, those days are over. And if you remember, there was one game against the Denver Broncos during the 17-game winning streak where Patrick Mahomes actually threw a ball left-handed. He doesn't do that anymore. Maybe every now and then you might see him no-look a pass, but the days of him going out of the pocket, running by defenders, those days are over with this ACL injury. He's got to turn into a pocket passer. And I realize that's not his game, but if Pat wants to play the next 10 years of his career, he's got to learn how to protect himself. And he's gotten away with a lot in his career. He's hurt his ankle a bunch. A couple times in the playoffs, the Chiefs have had to bring backup quarterbacks in. Really has been made of rubber his whole career. And to have this ACL and LCL injury in the prime of his career scares me a little bit because Andy Reid has to dial him back. Really, for the Chiefs to be successful in this game, they have to be able to run the football. But for the Broncos to win this football game, they're going to have to go downfield. The biggest matchup to watch is Jalen Waddle versus the Chiefs' rookie cornerback, Mansour Delane, who really looked like a 10-year veteran in his first NFL game. The Broncos are going to test the rookie. They don't care if he's a top 10 pick. They're going to see what he's all about. In Cortland Sutton, he's a possession wide receiver. I see the Broncos throwing a lot of guys at Mansour Delane. And Bryant and Franklin are two guys that beat the Chiefs deep last season. A lot of teams in the NFL are going under center this year. The Broncos are still going to stay in the gun. They're going to get the ball downfield. They're going to try to turn these one-score wins into blowouts. I just don't think it's going to happen in Arrowhead. This is still going to be one of those one-score games. I'm talking 24-21. I'm not a biased Chiefs fan. I just think the Broncos have better matchups, a better defense, a better offensive line. Two things that typically will win you a football game. Their team is also disciplined. The Chiefs last year had 9 games where they had 7+ penalties. Bringing Eric Bieniemy in really has not helped out because his wife got shot by her son. He hasn't been there really to hold guys accountable. Xavier Worthy continues to milk this shoulder injury. He's their number 2 wide receiver. The Broncos have 6 reliable wide receivers. The Chiefs are still figuring it out with their playmakers. I got the Broncos winning this game 24-21 in a defensive slugfest. You're going to see a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter. That's when this game should pick up. But the Broncos will win this football game on the road. Thank you guys for watching. If you can, become a member of the channel. I do self-defense training, Muay Thai, kickboxing, personal training if you want to get back into shape, gambling picks on the NFL, NBA, MLB. If I see value in a game, I'll give you the best advice. Where to put your money, box breaks. A couple times a month, I'm going to go to the store, buy a box of cards, and each member is going to get their own team. What's going to happen when I open up a pack of cards? If I pull your team, I'm going to send you those cards in the mail. Also, I'm doing autograph giveaways to the first 10 members of the channel. I'm going to give away a Patrick Mahomes autograph mini helmet. To the first 20 members of the channel, I'm going to give away a Shohei Ohtani autograph baseball in Japanese. So I give a chance for members win something, and give back to them. Thank them for supporting the channel, helping me get to the next level. Really just making content in my house right now, but eventually I want to get to games, start talking to players. I'm still learning every single day. I've watched a lot of football, but you're never truly an expert. The NFL evolves every couple years. It's going under center now. I still think the Broncos are going to try to get the ball downfield. Bo Nix led the league in passing attempts last year and had under 4,000 yards passing. That is going to change in 2026. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.